Hey, Trip Kramer here from tripadvice.com. Okay, how do you get a woman to think about you when you're not there? I have created a formula for you to follow so you can get a woman to be thinking about you going, man, I wonder what Trip's up to. Or whoever you are who's watching this, they'll be saying your name. There's basically a few mistakes that guys are making, things that they're not implementing that I'll be teaching you right now. Okay, so first what you have to remember is in order for a woman to be attracted to you, you have to be a little bit different from every other guy. You're gonna be a little bit more unique. And I don't mean unique in the sense like you have different hobbies or you do something different for a living or you look different. It's more about the way that you act and the way that you interact with her. Most guys, when they're interacting with women, are very predictable. You want to be unpredictable, okay? So that's number one here in terms of the first part of this formula, being unpredictable. How are you going to be unpredictable? Well, what a lot of guys do when they go over and talk to a woman and they approach her for the first time and they're on a date with her, whenever they're first doing that initial in-person physical meeting, they're talking about the same things, they're asking the same things, and their energy is the same as every other guy out there, pretty bland, boring, unconfident, and uncomfortable. Instead, what you'll be doing is using the principle, what I call entertainment, or as you may have heard, self-amusement. This idea of entertaining yourself, not her, that's what most guys do, entertaining yourself when you are going over and talking to a woman. You are making it fun for you. Do you have any inside jokes with friends that you can just kind of spit out that make you laugh? Is there anything that you want to talk about that's interesting to you? Is there something silly that makes you laugh? What is it that makes you have a good time? This is not going to be something that you're going to be able to do right away, right? This is something that's going to take practice. You're going to have to think about this a little bit. But once you start to implement this idea of entertainment, you're going to see that she's going to react differently to you because she's going to go, wow, this guy's very confident. He's having a good time. There's something different about him, okay? Anytime I've ever talked to a woman and I just was relaxed, kind of just being myself, making jokes, having a good time, and I don't mean looking up jokes, okay? I don't mean looking up online like what's a funny joke to tell. I just mean the things that make you laugh, more inside stuff. I like to say sometimes lines from movies that make me laugh. Even if she doesn't know what those movies are, it doesn't matter. They're funny and interesting to me. So that lighthearted, fun interaction that's entertaining you is gonna make you more unique, unpredictable, and standing out from other people. That's part one of the formula. I'm going to give you part two in just a second, but if you want to learn more about this concept of entertainment, I talk about this quite a bit and extensively in my program called Hooked, which you can check out at getherhooked.com. That is my program that takes you through the whole journey and whole course of what to do to be more attractive to women, to optimize all the areas of your life to be more attractive and to be more comfortable around women. And entertainment is a big part of that, which you'll learn. So check that out, getherhooked.com. I'll put that also in the description below. Let's go to the second part of the formula. The second part of the formula is you creating distance. A lot of guys don't do this. When I say distance, I don't mean physical distance. I mean the distance between you two as you guys are dating. So this is something that you're going to implement once you've been seeing her for a couple of dates, and maybe even once you guys are officially dating or officially together as a partnership, right? So once you are in that kind of area, then you want to create distance, meaning you don't want to see her all the time. You don't want to text her all the time. You don't want to be talking to her on the phone all the time. You don't want to be IMing her. I don't think people do that anymore. Facebook messaging, WhatsApp, DMing, any kind of communication whatsoever, you want to limit. Why? Because it creates more mystery, it creates more distance, which allows her to think about you more. She doesn't need to think about you, and you don't need to think about her if you guys are always talking, and you guys are always communicating, and you guys are always together. That distance is what creates more attraction, more intrigue. So make sure that you're not being too needy. That is the very unattractive trait, also something I talk about in the Hooked program. But you want to make sure that you're not being too needy, too aggressive with always trying to communicate and see her all the time. So it gives her time to kind of think, what are you up to? What's Trip up to? What's whoever you are? What are you up to? because that distance gets her head kind of spinning a little bit and makes her more eager and excited to talk to you the next time that she gets the chance. But again, that excitement doesn't happen if you guys are always in communication. Follow this formula. See if it works for you. I know it will. So again, I gave you the kind of part one entertainment. That's going to be, well, throughout an entire relationship, but definitely when you first meet her. And then also the second part, the non-neediness, making sure that you create distance. Distance creates more desire, more attraction. Use that. Check out the Hooked program if you want to dive deeper into these subjects. Link below, and I'll see you on the next video.